Welcome in to another vertical live stream. How we doing, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? We got a lot going on. Wanted to come on here and hang out with you guys. Big day. Big day in the markets. We've got a new launch we're getting into. That is within the Shib ecosystem. We're trading cryptos right now. We're trying to get ahead of the next wave because eventually the meme coin season that we're witnessing will end and it will give way to something else. Maybe it's AI cryptos time to shine. We're seeing in the last 24 hours that that AI cryptos are starting to make a surge. We're always trying to stay ahead of these markets, guys, and obviously one of the most important things that I'm going to continue to harp on, continue to talk about over and over and over and over again is having a profit-taking plan in this cycle. I will continue to talk about it. I will continue until I reach as many people as I can with this message. Because in 2021, I made the biggest mistakes by not having a plan with every asset I got into, with every token, with every coin. Now, what I've been talking about lately is making a plan, and not just a plan, but writing it down, making a document with every single crypto that I own, and outlining a profit-taking plan for every single crypto specific to that particular coin or token, a legitimate plan that's outlining everything from start to finish. And I think it's important to continue to remind everybody on this. And that's why I said all crypto investors need to hear this message. We need to also understand that the market will ebb and flow. The market will continue to move up and move down. But when you have a plan, you won't let your emotions control your decisions, because you're just going by the numbers. You're not working on emotions. You're just going by the numbers. Excuse me. And that is so crucial, because otherwise, I see people ask me all the time, Zach, when should I take profits? When should I sell? Should I buy it now? Is it still going to go up? Zach, is it still going to go up? I know it's went up 30%, but is it too late? You've all seen these and you've all asked these questions. We've all been there. We've all been there. But you won't ask these questions if you have a plan. And it's your plan. It's not my plan. It's not anybody else's plan. It's your plan specific to your goals. Everybody's goals are different. Everybody's portfolio is different. Everybody's disposable income is different. Everybody's time frame and time horizon is different. Everybody's age is different. Everybody's situation is different. It's never a one-size-fits-all approach. So don't get upset when you ask me things like, Zach, what should I be doing? Should I be selling? Should I be buying? What should I be doing? It's not an easy question, nor should I ever give you that answer. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know your goals. Do you know your goals? Do you know your goals? And it's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't have that in place yet. What's amazing is we're still loading. We're still loading up in this bull run. There's still time to figure it all out. We're still only about 20 to 30% into this crypto bull run. So there's still time. But act today. Do it today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Do it today so you're prepared for tomorrow and the next day and the next day. I'm telling you guys, I made these mistakes in 2021. So when people say, remember, take profits, it's not just that. It's not just, hey, take profits. That's easy to say. Very easy to say. Hard to do, right? Remember to take profits, guys. If you just stop there, people are still like, well, what do you mean take profits? When? When should I take profits? And that's what I'm talking about. Making a document. This is what I do. I mean, you can adopt this exact strategy. I think it's working for me so far. Obviously, we're just sticking to the script, because what we're doing is we're making a document with every single crypto I own. And I'm outlining a profit-taking plan specific to that coin and token. Every document, every coin has its own document We're taking the emotion completely out of the equation. Taking the emotion out of it. Mr. W, 100%. That is the overarching message. That is the overarching message. Chandler, I appreciate you, man. Thank you to everybody out there who are who's finding the channel here, that are just stumbling upon here. Make sure you guys do subscribe if you're new. Appreciate you guys. I feel like we're just kind of gearing up. There's a lot of new people coming in, and this is why this message is important. But it's important for not only new people, but people who were here in 2021. Because I know if I made the mistake in 2021 in this last cycle, if you were here in this last cycle, I'm not the only one. I know a lot of other people made this mistake too. By the way, guys, it would really help if you hit the like button. We've got over 400 people here, but only 39 likes. I know it's a weird place, but find the 3 dots somewhere, and really, it does help us out. It's totally free too to smash the like button, but it does help get this message out and get this out to more people. And hopefully we can see more and more people subscribe to this channel, because these are the important messages. You're not going to hear these messages everywhere. Flip says, be smart, have a plan. Let's go. 100%. And we're never going to have it all figured out, guys. It's never going to be just, yep, we figured it all out one day and we're all good. No, there's going to be some ups and downs. We're going to be right. We're going to be wrong. But more often than not, if you have a plan in place, you're going to win more than you lose. And here's the thing. So many people are afraid to take profits because they don't want to miss out on the bigger gains. And there might be some of that. Okay, you may miss out on some of the bigger gains. But I'm telling you all from experience, and a lot of you know this who have been here and done that. You're going to know what I'm saying. How many times do you not take profits and the price goes down versus how many times do you not take profits and the price goes up? And which one is worse? That was a little confusing, but you get my drift, right? More often than not, you don't take profits and the price goes down. And it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Judge BB says, just worried about taxes. There are a ton of services out there, Judge BB. I actually use a company called Blockchain Management. My business advisor had started this on the side. I believe there's a link down below to the description, in the description of this video, to Blockchain Management. Let me see if I still have it down there. But if you don't want to use this service, you could find there's a lot of great ones out there. Okay, I actually do not have it in the description of this live stream, but the company's called BCM, Blockchain Management. If you look that up on Google, you should be able to find it. BCM, Blockchain Management. There's a ton of services out there. I would highly encourage, in terms of crypto taxes, guys, somebody asked about that, so let's get that out of the way real quick. I think maybe some other people probably want to hear about this. What I do personally here is I have an accountant, a traditional accountant. Number one, this accountant understands crypto. I had to go through 4 or 5 different meetings with accountants, and I was quick to see that some of them didn't want anything to do with crypto. But as soon as I found one accountant who knew about crypto, knew about MetaMask, that was the big thing. They knew about DeFi. As soon as they knew about DeFi, as soon as they knew about accounting, or as soon as they knew about crypto and they were actually in crypto a little bit, that's who I went with. So that's how I picked my traditional accountant. Now, in addition to that, I have somebody who manages all my crypto wallets. Now, the thing on centralized exchanges, that's easy because they do all the work for you. You just go in there and you print off your gain and loss report and whatever. Sometimes you got to edit it, whatever. All that stuff's done for you. But on the decentralized side of things, I have hired somebody specific to go through all of my wallets, and I've got a lot of wallets. Okay, I've got wallets on my computer, wallets on my phone, but every single wallet is gone through, and every single asset has their own spreadsheet. I pay this person a yearly fee to do this, but then I know that all my taxes are buttoned up. Then I know everything is ready to go. And then once that crypto side of the house is in order, those spreadsheets are then sent over to my traditional accountant, who again is familiar with crypto. And then he takes it from there and obviously sorts everything out from, very grateful because I've got, more than one source of income. I've got, I don't even know, probably 7 or 8 sources of income. Some are traditional, some are not, obviously. And then they kind of take it from there for me, and they get everything situated, and we see what's up. So that's kind of my process there with crypto taxes. So exchanges will give you a 1099. Yes, 100%. In the United States, yeah, you'll get a 1099. So, I'm on, I don't even know, 6 or 7 exchanges probably. And then I've got a Robinhood, a Webull account that I trade some stocks on. So you get all that. And then obviously I get a W-2 from YouTube. I get a W-2 from Patreon. I get a W-2 from a lot of other companies that I work with throughout the year. My taxes are an absolute mess, personally. So it's not that bad, I promise you. But for me, it's putting the right people in place, putting people who understand crypto in place, both on the accountant side and having somebody that just tackles the decentralized exchange side of thing, who tracks all the wallets. By the way, gas fees, token fees, all of those are write-offs. So if you hire somebody, make sure they're doing it that way. Make sure you're telling them, hey, you have to go through all the transactions and look where gas fees are, look where token taxes are. All of those sort of things are write-offs. That's how my kind of books are done. So that is something to also consider. So hopefully that gives you some idea. I do pay quarterly, Bobcat Bro. Yeah, I do pay quarterly taxes now, and I started that in 2023. For the start of 2023, I pay quarterly. Yeah. It kind of depends on how much income's coming in. And obviously you're paying estimates. But yeah, I personally pay quarterly. The more you make, the more they take. You can't escape paying the man. 100%. The only way you can is moving to places like Dubai and Puerto Rico. And who knows, maybe one day. I don't really want to do that because I want to be close to family and friends. But sorry, guys. I'm picking my nose a little bit. All right. But yeah, Puerto Rico, Dubai, that seems to be the places where, the heavy crypto hitters are going. I mean, I'm not in that stratosphere yet, but maybe one day, if all goes well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it all plays out. But ideally, when you're in the States though, you're gonna have to pay, So what do you suggest to cash out if we start seeing massive gains? Kyle, again, it's up to you, man. What are your goals? What are your plans? So you've got to answer that question. I can't answer that question. I don't know what your goals are. How much money are you trying to make? What are you going to do with the money you take out? Are you going to reinvest it somewhere? Are you saving for your retirement? I don't know your goals. I don't know your goals. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some idiot YouTuber talking about crypto, okay? But you know what I mean. Zach, check out Sora AI. It's part of the ChatGPT ecosystem that generates videos out of scripts. Jay, I saw that. And if you're talking about the meme token aspect of it, I actually own a little bit of that too. But the actual utility of the project is pretty legit too. What do you think about Shiba when K9 drops? Well, I'm going to be invested. I'm going to be going into this launch. So the K9 Finance launch, if you guys are wondering. Sorry, guys. I'm going to plug in my phone so I don't lose so I don't lose you guys. But the K9 Finance coming up at noon Eastern. So I figured I'd go live now, hang out with you guys for an hour or so, and then get myself ready for the launch. It should be a really big day. And here's the thing. K9 for me is kind of like Bad Idea AI. It's more of a longer term thing. I mean, it's not just a get in, get out, but I'm a private investor there. I'm going to be looking to make some trades on it today and see what happens with the launch. I do have a couple plans, trading plans today, and I also have a long-term hold plan as well. That's the thing with various assets that you really like sometimes, especially new launches. One of the ways I like to play it is, especially if I'm able to be a private investor. That's one thing about crypto. If you could build the connections that are essential and network with people, you can get in these circles too. I'm telling you guys, I've done it. Obviously, I'm on YouTube and all that crap, but I've been here for 3.5 years grinding and throwing my name out there and getting in these circles and finding people who know things that I don't know. And so that's why I got this opportunity to be a private investor. Oh, and I went to ETH Toronto where I met one of the head devs of K9 Finance and the founder of ETH Toronto, who was also one of the founding fathers of Ethereum itself. But again, put myself in that situation by going out to ETH Toronto and doing that. You've got to put yourself out there. In this space, it's wide open. It's so ripe with opportunities, but you got to take full advantage. And if you don't, you can't sit there and be one of those people who I read in the comment section all the time. Well, those guys are able to put more money in it than us, and those guys know people we don't know. That mindset sucks. Don't have that mindset. I've been reading a lot of people's comments, and I feel bad for these people. But don't be that person, because that person's not going to get ahead. That person who's in the comment section, crypto's a scam. You guys are all stupid. Don't invest in that. You know who that person is? That's the person who didn't buy crypto the last 2 years, and now they're butthurt because they didn't buy. And again, I'm just being real here. But that negative mindset, that's going to get you nowhere in life real fast. And you know what? Negative people love the company of negative people. Start hanging out with people who are winning. Start hanging out with people who are moving forward. Start hanging out with people who have what you want. Start hanging out with people who talk about money, success, how to get there, how to start a business, how to win. Okay, we didn't do it this way, but let's do it another way and figure out another way to do it so we can win and win together and grow. These people who sit there and complain, these people who sit there and talk about woe is me, these people who sit there and point the finger and say, well, they've got it and I don't. Those people are not the people you need to be surrounding yourself with. Those people are losers. And I'm not saying that as like a derogatory thing, like, what a bunch of losers. As I mentioned, I feel bad for those people, but they're losing. They're losing. And they're taking it out on everybody else. They don't want to change. They don't want to look themselves in the mirror and say, hey, you know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe I got to figure my shit out. Instead, they go on the internet and point the fingers at everybody else. And they want to bring everybody down with them, right? They're in this hole of negativity and they want to pull you right down in the hole. Don't let them. And this goes for everybody out there, because here's what happens when you get in these bull runs. I'm telling you guys. There's going to be two different types of people. People who are looking for opportunities, people who are growing, people who are getting better, and then people who are trying to tear everybody down because for whatever reason, they didn't invest what you invested in, and now they're butthurt about it and they want to take it out on you, or they didn't have the money to invest, or they're just trolls and they're struggling in life, and I feel for them and they want to take it out on you. You know, those types of people you got to stay away from. And that's in life and in crypto. But those people will absolutely destroy your hopes and dreams and goals. I mean, I'm telling you guys, we see it in every walk of whatever, sector, but crypto's really easy to get emotional. It's really easy to get emotional with this industry, and it's really easy to hang out with the wrong crowd. And it's really easy to get kind of locked into one singular focus or one particular crypto, and you're missing out on all these opportunities. I saw that a ton back in 2021. This is not about being emotional. Get your emotions out of it. It's about making money and growing. That's it. And that's why the bigger plan here and the bigger overarching what am I trying to say? The overarching theme here of this live stream is take your emotions out of it. Have a plan. Make a document for every damn crypto you get into. Every crypto you own. Know what you're going to do with it. Quit listening to people and thinking, yeah, well, this person said it's going to go up forever. If you're holding a crypto because one person said it's going to go up forever, you don't have conviction. You don't have a plan. You're just blowing in the wind. Now, obviously, take in information. Listen to a bunch of people. But you don't have to adopt all those ideas. You can listen to something I say in a video and disagree with it. You should, actually. You can listen, but you don't have to necessarily agree. You don't have to agree to listen. But people will take all of this information in and they'll pick the one thing, and it's like, well, so-and-so said this, so that's what I'm doing, right? And you're right, 100%, G-Mans. People get in their feelings too much with this. Yeah, get your emotions out of it. And I'm telling you, I've already seen a big change from 2021 to now for me personally because I've created this document, because I've created this plan and I've put this in place. I've liquidated some things today, not fully, but I've taken some profits on some things. No emotions at all. No emotions at all. I'm not looking at the chart thinking, well, should I take profits now? Maybe it's going to go up. Maybe it's going to go down. I don't know. Let me ask what other people think. Do you guys think it's going to go up? Do you think it's going to go down? I don't know. Let me sit here and watch the chart for another hour. Oh my gosh, it's going down. Should I get out now? Should I wait? Should I get out? Should I wait? Should I get out? Should I wait? That will drive you crazy and you're going to get wrecked. Most people are going to lose because of that simple fact right there. They're going to let their emotions completely dictate their decisions, and they're not going to make decisions. In fact, when you're emotional in crypto, you're indecisive. You don't make any decision. And that's the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. Being indecisive is the worst thing you can do. Stick to your game plan, stick to your script, have a game plan in place. That's your plan. Some people life savings is 2 to 3K. LOL, small-minded. Well, Kevin, it's not a thing. It's not a matter of I'm laughing at anybody who is a 2-3K in their savings. There's a lot of people who are struggling. I get all of that. But their plan and their goals are different than somebody else who's a little bit further along. Everybody's on a different path at different times in life. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach here. It's just not. People are on different time frames, different time horizons. People are different in age. People have different responsibilities. People make X amount of money. They have this much disposable income. They have this much time and energy and focus to put in the markets. You know, I sit here and do this all day, every day. This is what I do. That's different than somebody who's working a 9 to 5 with a family, with kids, who maybe is able to look at crypto for 2 hours a week. It's a totally different situation. So create a plan that's suitable for your situation. Don't try to adopt somebody else's plan, because somebody else is not where you are. It's different. You know, all of us, we can't do what Michael Saylor does. We can't do what Elon Musk. They're in different stratospheres than us, right? We can't adopt what they're doing exactly. We can adopt their philosophy or something like that, you know, like Michael Saylor, dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. I do that too. That's a philosophy, but we can't do exactly what they do. They're different than us. We're different than them. We're in different spots, and that's okay. But based on your current situation and your goals, and really the way I like to look at it is like, what's your 5 to 10 year plan? That's really, I think so many people are short-sighted with this kind of stuff too. Everybody wants to get rich in the next 5 seconds. And the problem is, it's possible. It's possible, but it's not likely. But because it's possible, everybody and their brother has this very short window where they just want to get stupid rich in the next 5 minutes. And here's the problem. It could happen, but it's not likely. 99% of people are not going to get rich in the next 5 minutes, even in crypto. So why not have a long-term plan? Whatever that looks like. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. And I'm telling you guys, in thinking in these terms, having goals for 5 to 10 years down the line, you listen to any person who's been super successful, I don't care, whatever it is. If you don't think Jeff Bezos had a plan for Amazon when he was in the garage selling books to thousands of people, you're crazy. He had a bigger plan. He had a bigger vision than just selling books out of the garage. Okay? If you think Elon didn't have bigger plans when he co-founded PayPal, you're crazy. He did. He had much bigger plans. That's why he went and sold PayPal and started 3 other companies. Because they were on this long-term way of thinking. And that's how I really think everybody should be thinking about crypto. And it's one of the reasons why my personal philosophy is to accumulate wealth through the altcoin market, but then diversify into less risky assets so I can set up my long-term plan, which is starting more businesses, getting into real estate, investing into less risky propositions like mutual funds, ETFs, Bitcoin. But again, that's my goal. That's my plan. Doesn't have to be yours. Doesn't have to be yours. But think about what you want to accomplish over the next 5 to 10 years. At the minimum, what do you want to accomplish in the next 12 to 15 months? At the minimum, because that's going to take us through this bull market. And I think so many people only think about what's in front of them today and tomorrow. And you need to do that too, but you need to think bigger. You need to think more macro. And that will allow you to be less emotional in your day-to-day decisions in crypto. Okay, that's a great goal, not having to work for other people. Okay, how are you going to get there? How are you going to get there? What are you going to do in order for you to create your own business and work for yourself? And I'll tell you this, Etchagran, I was at that for 3.5 years before I actually was able to accomplish it. So it's not going to happen like that. So let's see here. What else do we got? Why don't we talk about the market a little bit? I know we've went kind of macro a little bit here, but that's cool. We had some people chiming in, and I did want to obviously hit on some of the big points there with remembering to take profits, right? My biggest mistake in 2021 was not having a plan with every asset I got into, and I got wrecked on a lot of things because of it. What I'm doing now, making a document with every crypto I own and outlining a profit-taking plan specific to that coin or token. I sent a tweet out on this too, and I thought it was important. And that's what I wanted to lead with here on the stream. So real quick, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, hit the 3 dots, find that like button. It's totally free to find it and hit it for us. We've got 634 people rocking with us live, which is awesome, but only 172 likes. We got to get that number up and well over 300. I know we can do it. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely consider doing so. We're here every single day, breaking down the markets, trying to make sense of things, helping you navigate crypto. A couple other things, real quick housekeeping before we dive into what's going on with the markets here today. XT Algo, we've had, I don't even know by now, well over 100 people sign up in the last 3 days. That is my trading indicator. If you're looking to level up your crypto trading strategy, I've got an unbelievable tool for you. That's my company right there underneath my logo. XT Algo is a trading indicator. It is the cheapest indicator on the market. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you guys are interested, you don't have to, obviously. All of this is free. You guys can hang out here and we can just go through the crypto market for free. But if you guys are serious about this market, if you're serious about leveling up your trading, check it out. Look into it. Go to xtalgo.com. If you are interested in purchasing, make sure you use the discount code that is in the description of this video, because that is going to get you a 21% off discount. Instead of $47 per month, we're talking $37 a month. Huge discount. And the monthly package goes from $125 to like $90. You could use this thing for 3 months for $90. Think about how much you waste money on $30. Hell, people spend that on Starbucks coffee in a week. This could actually help you make money in this market. It's a great tool. Check it out. Links down below. All right. So with that being said, what do we got? So one thing I'm seeing here, so kind of transitioning into crypto here. Okay. Transitioning into crypto. Oh, real quick point too. If you are using XT Algo, I've already got like 10 of these. Real quick point. If you are using XT Algo, if you would be so kind to send us an email at support@xtalgo.com and write a quick testimonial, that would be awesome. If you're already using the product and you love it, let us know. Send us a quick email. That email is support@xtalgo.com. It's on the website, xtalgo.com. I'm trying to compile as many of those as I can, because I'm going to have a rolling ticker on the website with everybody's testimonial and how they're using the product, etc. Also, if you're using the product and you want to do a full-fledged 4 to 5 minute review on how you use it, I will pay you for that. Support@xtalgo.com. Send me an email. All right. One of the things we're seeing here is kind of a reversal of money coming back into AI cryptos. And if you guys have been listening here to the channel over the past year, you know how bullish I am on the entire AI sector. And really, investing in AI companies across the board, whether it's stocks or crypto. I just think this overall narrative and this window of opportunity right now that we're in with AI, the majority of people will sit there and they'll be at the water cooler and they'll be talking about how much AI scares them and all of this. And yeah, the world's getting weird, but instead you could be taking advantage of investing in these companies and making money and still having those conversations. It is kind of weird. We don't know exactly where it's going, but less people will be investing in these companies. Everybody will be talking about AI. And then when they do go to invest, it'll be too late. So if you haven't invested in some of these AI cryptos, I highly encourage you guys to look at them. And even in the, traditional side of things, I know a lot of people are investing in NVIDIA. I'm glad I started investing in NVIDIA last year, and they have just been unbelievable in the stock market. We've got a lot of cryptos actually partnering with NVIDIA too. A lot of cryptocurrency projects that are in the AI sector. Yeah, shout out to Syncus DAO. We put a video out on them yesterday. They have been crushing it. I've got a ton of Sync tokens that are staked. It is killing it. Crypto Dad has been crushing it. The AI wave has been lit the last 3 to 5 years. You're 100% right, Omega. And I haven't been here for 3 to 5 years in AI. You're right. But I'm here now, right? And I've been here the last year or so. But you're 100% right. Jim Proctor said, XT Algo. I've been using it in the last week now, making that money. Love it, Jim. That is what I want to hear from you. And definitely, if you get a chance, that would mean the world to me to send a quick testimonial. 1 or 2 sentences would be great. Just your name on there, and we'll get you on the website as well. Will K9 boost Shiba's price? Apex, this is something that's very important. I'm glad you brought this up because a lot of people want to see Shib's price just boom out of nowhere. But I think, so already what I'm thinking of as you ask this question, and this is not coming at you, let this be a learning lesson for everybody and yourself. What I sense right now from that question is you're looking at Shiba as a short-term, you want Shiba to go to the moon tomorrow. Why are you worried about Shiba's price right tomorrow? And K9, if you're only in it for a quick trade, maybe that's why. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm not what am I trying to say? You're not so concerned about the price of Shiba on one partnership on the first day the partnership goes live. If you have a longer term vision with this, if you want to, see Shib through this bull market. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is I don't care what Shib's price does today. Don't care. Doesn't concern me. I'm not at my profit-taking goals yet. So maybe you don't have goals yet, right? And again, I'm not coming at you here, but I'm using this as a learning lesson because there's over 700 people, and I think this way of thinking is important because so much of investing and having success of investing in crypto, at least from what I've learned in the last 3.5 years, is how you strategize and what your time horizon is and getting your emotions out of it, right? Getting your emotions out of there. And if you have a strict plan and a goal, like one of the things I've been saying since I talked about Shib since 2021, you guys can go back and listen when we started on YouTube in 2021. My Shib plan is what year? Somebody will put it in chat. Watch. What's my year with my Shib plan? When does my profit-taking plan with my long-term Shiba Inu bag start? Somebody will put it in chat. I guarantee it. Somebody who's listening to this channel, they'll know. And this is why I don't care about the day-to-day price action. Because I already have a plan. I already have a time frame that I'm looking at. When does it start for me? 2025. Exactly. Laguna put it in there, 2025. 100%. And those people, yeah, there it is, 2025. They've heard this on the channel. And really, I've said 2025 to 2030 is when I'll hopefully be, looking at taking profits, but it'll start in 2025. Why? Why? Did I just pick that out of thin air? No. We knew that the bull run of 2021, if history repeated itself, would be preceded by a big bull run in 2025. Well, here we are. Here we are in 2024. What are all the predictions? The biggest part of the bull run will be next year in 2025, 12 to 15 months after the Bitcoin halving. So I don't ask the question, Will Shiba Inu's price pump today? Because today's March 7th, 2024. I don't care. I don't care. See what's happening here? My emotions are out of it. I'm not letting every single 10% price dip or 10% price rip to the upside affect me. I don't care. Emotionally, out of it until we reach the thresholds where I want to take profits, which are all outlined on a document. That's it. So hopefully you can see this way of thinking. This is what I'm trying to relay to all of you, whether you're brand new or you've been here when I got in. And I haven't been here forever. I don't have it all figured out. I'm just sharing with you guys what I've learned and some of the things that I'm doing different this go around. Because we've went through a full cycle now. We've been here through the ups, through the downs, through the darkest days, through the best days. So we've seen all sides of the coin. And this is what we've learned. This is how we're better preparing ourselves to do better 4 years later. That's it, right? And I don't want this to come off as like, hey, I've got it all figured out. Listen to me. I'm not saying that. I'm not, and other people have different opinions and different ideas and different strategies. And I think it's good to listen to a lot of different folks, right? But, yeah, that's what I got. Let me take a sip of water here. But will K9 affect Shiba's price? Yes. I mean, it should, right? Solid partnerships should definitely affect the prices positively down the line, though, right? It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But what K9 Finance is doing is really going to be helping the entire ecosystem and really going to be bringing Shibarium a brand new feature that is liquid staking. So it's really, if you want to have the direct thing that it's helping the blockchain Shibarium. But obviously, we've got, Shib, Bone, and Leash on Shibarium that will feel the effects as well. No coffee? No, we've got coffee over here. We're just about done with it, though. This is our local, these cups are actually pretty cool. These are our local, it's our local coffee joint. That was more than a sip. Yeah, that was a gulp of water, I know. Great cap. Barstool Classic, yeah. So you guys, if you guys know Barstool Sports, they do this huge golf trip or golf tour, basically. You probably heard about the Barstool Classic, the golf tour. I played in one last year. They're awesome, by the way. My buddy won 2 tickets to go to one near our hometown, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, guys, definitely hit the like button. It's free, helps push the video up in the algorithm, as Doc said. Definitely does. And, these vertical live streams are a different feel. I really like how we connect here. I think it's different than just, being on screen and having all the charts and stuff. They're different, right? I like to do both of them. I think that this brings kind of a different feel to it. I wish YouTube would figure out how we can monetize shorts better because, those long form live streams, I get full ad revenue. These ones I don't, but I don't care about that. I mean, I think people like this. They like this format, and I'm able to kind of look at all my screens and give you guys insights. And a lot of times it's kind of moving away from the charts. These live streams are kind of more about, hey, let's talk about mindset. Let's talk about being mentally prepared. Let's talk about ways we can navigate these markets that are beyond just looking at the charts from a technical standpoint, right? This is more of how can we be mentally ready to take advantage? And then when we do the other live streams, they're more like, all right, let's dive into the news. Let's make sense of what's going on. Let's look at the charts. This is more like, hey, let's just chat here. Let's talk because I think something's important going on that we need to hit on. So one thing I do want to hit on this in this live stream, this is something else, again, beyond the charts, if you will. This is something else I think is important. Keep in mind right now, we're in this kind of meme coin era. Meme coin season is happening right now. This won't last forever. There will be ebbs and flows. If you guys have been here for 3+ years, you guys know that things have come in waves. For instance, We have not seen this type of meme coin wave. You have to go back till May of 2023. Remember? May of 2023 is when Pepe launched, and that created this big meme wave, community token wave. Things will move in cycles even within the cycle. Does that make sense? So DeFi will have its run. Layer ones will have their run. AI crypto, which I think it'll be a narrative that kind of plays out throughout this run, but it'll really have its runs at certain times. Gaming will have its run. I'm sure metaverse will have its run. So this is important. Again, beyond the charts, beyond the technicals, this is important to take note of. And I kind of hit on this, or try to at least, on this channel a lot. So make sure you're subscribed. But we try to make sense of the macro here. We try to make sense of human behavior. We try to make sense of what's the narrative, what's hot right now, where are people gravitating towards, and take advantage. And while we're in these crazy moments, if you start to get the feeling like everything's just going to go up forever, it's probably time to take profits. Why? Because usually that is yourself telling, usually that's your mind telling you that you're getting emotional a little bit. You feel like everything's just going to move up forever, and it's never going to do that. It's never going to be like that. So again, obviously you take the guesswork out. If you have a plan, you just stick to it with every crypto you're in. But know that it's very cyclical. It's very, very cyclical, even within the grander cycle. Okay, so different sectors move at different times. Right now it's meme coin season, but it won't last forever. It almost feels as if we could be dialing back, slowly getting out of it. That's my 2 cents. And it will come back again. But it feels like we're going to have a surge of something else. We've seen AI crypto start to pump in the last 24 hours. Maybe it's AI, right? We've got SingularityNet, Render, the Graph, all some of the top gainers right now. Interesting, right? Eventually, we're going to have a rotation into another sector. It always happens. It always happens. So I think that's another important thing to note. Appreciate everybody rocking with us. We're getting close to 132,000 subs. If you want to help us get there, become a subscriber on the channel. When you do, hit the notification bell too, so you don't miss out. Sometimes YouTube doesn't notify you all the time when we're live, especially when we do different types of live and videos. But we're getting close. We're getting close to 132,000 subs, which is awesome. Waiting for the big Cardano XRP pump. Yeah, and Cardano, which is, right, smart contracts, it will have its run too. It will have its run as well. The smart contract platforms, the big layer ones, they'll have their day, right? They'll have their day. Bitcoin layer twos, another sector to watch. That will have a big run. I've been very, very locked into a couple there. Stacks and Ordinals. Ordi are two that I really like there. ORDI, and then Stacks, STX. Thank you for keeping us posted. Been following you since 2021. Can you share a little bit on how profits are taxed? Short-term holdings and long-term holdings. Sure. Anything that is under a year, you're going to pay short-term capital gains on that. Anything held over a year is a little bit better for you in terms of how you're taxed. I'm not quite sure of the numbers per se, but less than a year, you're going to be taxed more, short-term taxed. So, I let my accountant and all of that handle that, but and it kind of depends on what crypto you're talking about. For me, like Bitcoin, I'm not selling Bitcoin every year. I'm accumulating because that's a 10-year plan minimum for me, right? But like some meme coin that came out yesterday, I might trade it and be out of it completely in 2 or 3 days. Obviously, then I'm going to pay short-term capital gains tax on that. So one thing I do, I'll give you guys another strategy. One thing I do, let's say I get in, we'll keep the numbers very simple. Let's say I get into this new meme coin and put $100 in, okay? And I 10x. And that was my goal, that was my plan. I cash out completely, okay? Cash out completely, and I 10x my money. So I cash out with 1,000. One thing I do immediately from that $1,000, I take 400 of that $1,000, or put another way, 40%, and I set it aside into a separate wallet. Why am I doing that? that is for taxes. Literally, any money I make, whether they're from investments or marketing deals, I take 40% and set it aside. Now, do I get taxed 40%? Not quite, but it's damn close, which is crazy. But I put that aside and know that I have that sitting there to pay my taxes. And then usually at the end of the year, some of that comes back to me. And it's like a little bit of a bonus. It's like, oh, I forgot I had that over there. That's cool. That's nice. But then you know where you're at all the time. And then the 60%, hell yeah, go get yourself a steak dinner or do whatever the hell you want, right? Or put it in the savings or reinvest it or whatever, right? Then I know that that's clear. That money's clear. We're in the clear. Okay? 400 in taxes for $1,000, WTF. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. That's what you got to look forward to, man. Yeah. But again, that I'm going above what I need to be setting aside. I could be setting probably 35% and be okay. I'm going 40 to be okay, if that makes sense. Okay? So hopefully that gives you guys some insight into that. That's just something I do that I think really it helps. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Had to get back to a couple messages here. Okay. Luna Classic, safe to buy. Safe, yes. I mean, I'm not sure where it's at today, but where is LUNC? Let's see. Still in the top 100, dialing back a little bit. Still up 28, 29% in the last 7 days. Up 81% in the last month. In Canada, the only thing they do if you don't pay your taxes is that you can't get loans. Yeah. Approximately how many coins do you have, Zach? How do you keep track of them all when the market is running? It's difficult, but I spend a lot of time on it. But roughly, probably like 70. But a lot of that is concentrated in like 10. You know? No thoughts from me on site of chain, site of realty, etc. I wish nothing but the best for that whole community. And, that was a 2021 play for me. And it was something where I thought it had great legs, great potential, but I ended up, exiting my position completely in 2021 and talked about that while I was live and after the whole Vegas event, things like that. Is CCX coming back? When I have more insight, I'll let you know. Basically, they're kind of sitting idle right now, kind of waiting to see how these lawsuits play out with like altcoins before they kind of go full-fledged, William. So that's the info I got. I'm still invested in it. And as soon as I know more info, I will certainly relay that to everybody here. Shib getting ready to blow. Well, I mean, it's went up a lot lately, so at last check, I think it's kind of just hung in the balance a little bit. Let's see. I haven't really looked at that chart today. I haven't looked at a lot of charts today. I had a lot of admin stuff to do, and then just wanted to come live with you guys. So the hour by hour on Shib still looks pretty solid. We're actually coming up here in the last 8 or 9 hours or so. We've got a path. We're at the 3.235 right now. We've got a path to go up to about the 3.9 before we meet a little bit of local resistance. So we'll see what happens here. It is trending upwards here in the last 2-3 hours. If we go on the, let's zoom in here on XT Algo. Yeah, so if we go on the 5-minute chart, and this is, I'll give you guys a little insight here. So if you go on the 5-minute chart, we've got a momentum up indicator flash. So if you guys are trading this on a daily time frame, like on a tight window here, already a nice little 1.36% move. And if you go into like the 3-minute, Probably even, so if you're day trading, you can be using this as well. There you go. If you're on the 3-minute, about a 2.68% move on Shib. I mean, you could be trading this today and scalping it. A lot of people are. But this indicator, that's the cool thing. It could be used on the 1-minute. It could be used on the 3-minute. I mean, here on the 1-minute, look at this. This was today. This even flashed momentum up, down here, momentum down. Basically, hey, exit your trade. 5.5% move right there. Doesn't sound like much, but you start doing that, you start getting 5.5% here, you start getting, 8% here, 10% there. Everybody has different philosophies, and I was never a big time trader, and I'm still not a day trader. I'm not somebody who sits there and trades all day long, but now I'm more of a swing trader. So I'll make 2 or 3 trades a week, and I'm literally just relying on my technical indicator, my algo, my XT algo. I'm literally just using that because I'm not a technical minded person at all. I know enough to be dangerous. I don't even know if I know enough to be dangerous. I know the basics, but that's why I went and had this indicator built because, hey, I've done decently well the last few years. I've got a little excess money in my business. Let me reinvest that into another business and start XT Algo. That's a good way of thinking about entrepreneurship and things like that. If you get one business growing, now you got some capital, you can leverage that to then start another business that, obviously it takes money to make money, right? But anyways, that's how I trade. I literally use my indicator to trade now. I mean, and for me, I'm not trading on the 1-minute, like those things I just showed you. That's more day trading. You could use it like that. I'm more of a 12-hour and 1 day on the chart. So I'm looking at the 12-hour, sometimes the 4-hour, 12-hour, and 1 day. And I'm looking for more macro trends there. So I'll probably hold something a little bit longer, like 2-3 days for a trade, sometimes even a week or so for a trade, rather than minutes or hours. That's just me personally. But you can use it on any time frame. You think Gala will ever get listed back on Coinbase? I don't know. That was a weird one. I mean, Coinbase, I think, just didn't want to deal with it, with all the migration and all that stuff. It does kind of suck that it's not listed there anymore, because it was obviously great exposure for Gala there. But it's not to say I don't think Gala can't succeed without it. I like Vchain a lot. I think it still has a ton of great potential. They're kind of narrowing their focus, which I agree with. Vchain's to me like one of those cryptos that's had one of the best use cases in all of crypto for a really long time. Very simple, easy to see what they're trying to do. Supply chain management makes sense. Blockchain can definitely help in supply chain. Making those processes easier for companies and industries makes sense. Use case, check. Bitcoin breaking high. Let's see Bitcoin, what it's doing. I saw it was coming back last night. So Bitcoin's at 67,000. Yeah, on the 1-minute, guys, we actually just got a momentum up about 8 minutes ago on XT Algo. That's interesting. So we're actually watching this. If we break out, so the level we're watching on Bitcoin right now, especially on the 1-minute, we were just actually up there. We were actually just up at almost 68K, and then we sold back off. We're looking at $67,409. We get above that, we can make another push at 68,000 here on Bitcoin. Appreciate all the new people coming in and joining the channel, getting some new subscribers here. Appreciate everybody. If you are new, let me know that you're new in chat. Definitely want to hear from you. Also, we've had a few people sign up for XT Algo while we've been on stream. We'll be sending an email out, getting you all set up, ready to go today with the indicator. When you do sign up with XT Algo, you're going to get a email directly back from me. It's a step-by-step process, 6 steps. You're going to listen to some videos. I'm going to walk you through on how to get it all set up, your trading view, etc., and get you all squared away, and you'll be trading like a pro here within about a half hour or so. About a half hour, an hour, you could be all set up, ready to go after you watch the step-by-steps. New here? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Getting a bunch of new folks in here. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. New here. Thanks for the info. Awesome, Luis. I'm new here. Is it too late to get into Shib? It's not too late if you have an exit strategy. If your exit strategy is at a price that's higher than where it is now, then it's not too late. Hopefully that makes sense. Cryptic launches on ETH today, just under 10 cents. I've been hearing about this one. I'm going to track this one. Critique or critic. Is it called critic? How do you pronounce it? C-R-Y. C-R-Y. Why can't I spell it? T-I-C-R-I-P. Cryptic. Okay. We're tracking it. It's at a $3.4 million market cap. Oh, wow. It's on Bone. Looking nice. It's going to launch on ETH today. All right, we're going to keep tracking this. This is a Shibarium play too, guys, by the way. Looks solid. And I know Shaitoshi has mentioned them before. So shout out to the Cryptic ecosystem. Definitely check them out. And I'm going to be tracking that a little bit today. We've got another launch. K9 Finance is launching at noon. So that's going to be a big launch at 12 p.m. Eastern, guys. So, Jamie, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Have you covered K9 Finance? Yes, we've talked about it quite a bit. We talked about it in our video last night. By the way, that video's got 41,000 views on YouTube, which is crazy. That definitely tells me that people are back in the markets. People are interested again. So that's cool. But yeah, we've been talking about K9 Finance. In fact, we may have been, I think, the first YouTube channel to talk about K9 Finance. I met Mayer, who's one of their founders over there. I met him at eToronto last year. And I didn't know about exactly K9 Finance, but I knew that they were going to be doing something on Shibarium. I had early indications. And again, all networking, all being out at this conference, face-to-face, meeting these people. And you can too. Like, quit making excuses and saying, well, you guys have all the info and I can't, I don't have that, You can do it too. Find a way to get out there. And, to eToronto, I know for a lot of people it's a price thing, and I get that. I'm making it way easier. It's 25% off when you use Zach25. I don't get anything for that. It's not like a kickback or anything like that. I just literally I'm working with them as an official partner this year. They're not paying me. I just love the conference, want to be a part of it. And part of that was, hey, I want to make it easier for people to get out there. So it's Zach25. When you go to eToronto's website, you'll find their website real quick. It's in August this year. 25% off when you use Zach25, the coupon code. I'm hoping to see a lot more people out there. And whatever you got to do, make sacrifices. I understand like financial things are tough, but a lot of people could make sacrifices in other areas, like not buy Starbucks coffee every day and get to the conference. or like not buy the new pair of Jordan 5s or whatever, or not buy the new freaking watch that's bling bling, or not buy the new designer's Gucci belt or whatever. You can make sacrifices a lot of the time. So work with what you got. Everybody's at a different stage in their financial journey or whatever, but a lot of people like to make excuses, but they're going to spend money on stupid shit. So you got to ask yourself, what do you want to do? You want to go to a conference and potentially make a bunch of connections, or do you want to, go out drinking 2 nights a week, or whatever it is? Basically everybody wastes money is what I'm saying. Everybody. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Everybody wastes money on something. So there's ways to get yourself in a spot where you can make that possible. I mean, hell. I've been telling you guys stories about that since way back. I mean, I wasn't making any money back in 2021, and I found a way to save $7,000. So I was making very little money, but let's see here. Please predict the market on Friday. Please share your thoughts on Syncus. Well, I can give you my thoughts on Syncus DAO. I'm an investor there. I really like it. I love their mission there. In terms of predicting the market on Friday, tomorrow, I have no idea. I mean, if I knew that, I'd be a billionaire. If I knew exactly what was going to happen tomorrow, we'd all be retired tomorrow. So, the old saying, it's hard to time the market. It's more about time in the market. It's very hard to time the market, but it's about time in the market. So think about it like that, It sounds like you're trying to time the market perfectly. Friday, maybe you get paid Friday. I don't know. I'm just maybe speculating here. I could be right, could be wrong. A lot of people get paid on Friday and they're like, hey, how can I make a bunch of money this weekend? But again, if that's what you're thinking, or somebody's thinking like that out there, that's a very short, narrowed focus. You're thinking little and not big. Think big. Don't think about getting paid Friday and trying to make, $1,000 by Monday. Think about a 4 or 5 year plan where you could become financially free and start a business and become in a whole nother stratosphere. Don't think about getting rich over the weekend. That's the wrong mindset, in my opinion. Just my 2 cents. Okay, I can be there. Okay, sorry. Junior, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Long-time listener. Will the election have an impact on crypto and stocks? What do you think of Flare? I like Flare. I missed the boat on it. Did not get invested in there, but I do like it. It's obviously tied to the XRP ecosystem, the big airdrop. So definitely think it has some legs there and some future. In terms of my thoughts on the election and all of that, and where I think we could go and the impacts it could have, it certainly has an impact. But I would say this. I try not to let whoever the president is or whoever is in power dictate what I can control, if that makes sense, right? So focus on what you can control. We can't control who gets in there and what they say or what they do. We can only control what we do in response to all of that, how we respond, how we react, right? So pay attention to whoever gets in there. And I'm not just talking about the president, but pay attention to the powers that be, what they say. Oftentimes, you can go against what they say and things like that too. If we're using crypto as the example, because they've been wanting to push us out of this market for years, but as you can see, if you went against that narrative, you've done pretty well, right? But I would just say pay attention to what's being talked about, what's being said, and respond to that accordingly, as you see fit. So I wouldn't get too bogged down. I'm not a very highly political person. I mean, everybody has their thoughts on politics and things like that. But I tell you this, it's not going to change the way I invest. And whoever's sitting there in the presidential seat, does it really change your life individually? Like, I think people get so like emotionally tied to this thing where it's like your focus is just somewhere else. All we have on this world is time and energy. And I don't want my energy going toward being pissed off who the president is. That's not helping me grow my business. That's not helping me become financially free. That's just distracting me from my goals. So don't spend a lot of time thinking about that or focusing on that. I don't watch the news at all anymore. It doesn't serve me. It doesn't do anything for me. Why would I watch it? It doesn't help me at all. It distracts me. That's all it does. It's a distraction. So limit the distractions. Cut all that shit out. You know, that's one of the hardest things to do, I think, in general. There's so many freaking distractions out there. You know, social media, Netflix, politics, crazy stories, wow factors. Oh my gosh, this is happening. This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. You got to block all that shit out. If you really want to focus in and grow a business, you really want to focus in and, you know, take your shit to the next level, you got to block out all the noise. It's hard to do. Easier said than done. But that's the sacrifice you got to make. Just is what it is. The 1%ers do what 99% of people don't do. So if you want to be part of the 1%, you got to do what 99% of people don't do. If that means starting a side hustle while you're working on Saturday and Sunday, putting in 16-hour days, whatever it is, that's what the 1%ers do. So a lot of people like to say and point the finger, look at that person, they got lucky. You know, or they just have all the good fortune. I think luck is created. Certainly there's some luck involved, but you create your own luck by knocking on doors. You keep knocking on doors, one of them's going to open. And, you know, that's where opportunities come from. VSG, I haven't heard about VSG. I don't think so. VSG forever. Man, the VSG people are killing the chat today. What's up? Thanks for the $2 donation there. Second day listening seems genuine. Looking forward to becoming a fan. Lewis, I appreciate it, man. I'm trying my best just to help as many people as I can. If I can help one person out of the 700 people here, with whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be like with a direct investment. Maybe it's just mindset or like starting your business or pushing you to like take that chance that you've been, whatever it is, man. So I appreciate that. Hopefully you subscribe and we'll continue to kind of grow and learn together. Muzz, what's up, man? Good to have you back. What's up, brother? If it was easy, we would all be millionaires. Exactly. Yeah, people who have that idea of like all millionaires must have did something like, you know, must have like they all cheated or something. That's such a terrible mindset. Like it's such a terrible, you know, people like, oh, if you're rich, you're bad, you know? So a lot of people have that mindset. Well, if you're wealthy, you must be crooked. It's like, no, they just might have worked harder than you. What's happening at 12 p.m. Eastern? That is Canine Finance. So that's the launch. That's bringing liquid staking to Shibarium. That's an official Shib token launching at noon, guys, on Uniswap. Canine Finance. I'm going to be locked into that one. If you haven't seen my video from yesterday, if you want some more insight there, definitely check it out. It's the video titled Shiba Inu coin tomorrow is huge for Shib. It came out last night, but it's on the channel. It's like the third video back. If you guys want some more insight ahead of the 12 p.m. launch in an hour or so. Okay, guys, I am going to go make some videos. I've got about an hour until that launch, so got to get some other things done before then, and then obviously, meetings, etc. We got a full day, but this was awesome. I love hanging out with you guys. We've been on here for over an hour. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys more than you know. And if you guys want to be a part of the community officially, obviously, subscribe. Don't miss out on anything we put out here on YouTube. And hit that notification bell as well. Definitely helps us out, because it's a weird thing on YouTube. Sometimes you're subscribed and you still don't get the alert and all of that. So ring the notification bell so you know when we're live, so you know when videos are out. I thank you all very much. Appreciate it again. And yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.